Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday, December 6th. Recording this to share some findings around the Immersed application. If you're not aware of what it is, it's an application I highly recommend. I've been enjoying it greatly. Essentially, it creates virtual displays and allows you to use your Oculus Quest, or I think it works with Go's as well, as not only a virtual desktop, but extensions, so you can have multiple virtual displays. In my case, I like to have extremely large, basically wall-sized monitors surrounding me. It's nice because you can relax. You can sit on the couch, you can sit in a recliner, have your laptop or a Bluetooth keyboard and your headset, and you're good to go. You basically have these massive screens with you. So I've been using it a good amount, even considering the limitations of the headset that I'm using. The text sharpness or quality is good. It's obviously not as good as a physical monitor at this point, but it's manageable. Yesterday and today, I probably spent 10 to 12 hours total without eye strain or reaching points where I'm frustrated. The only frustration is my keyboard isn't tracked at this point. It's still manageable. I'm fine with it, but there are times, especially with special characters, where it can be trial and error. I'll just put it that way, until you get what you're looking for. But at this point, I'll just get into what I've been going over. So while using the application, I'd been running some Wireshark captures to see what kind of network traffic was being generated. The vast majority of it is UDP traffic, as you would expect. That's the media of basically your displays going from the headset to your laptop and back. But there is traffic that is TCP. Some of that is pings. So in the application, in the application dashboard with the headset on, you can check what your latency is, because that is one thing I'll say with virtual displays. Latency really does matter. If you're moving your mouse and it's taking, time for it to respond, then it's almost impossible to, do anything with any kind of accuracy or precision. There's multiple solutions. They have direct Wi-Fi where you can physically connect your desktop or laptop to the LAN and then basically broadcast an access point that the headset would directly connect to, reducing latency, so you're not hopping from the headset to your router, to the device, to the router, back to the headset. But with 5 gigahertz connection, I have sub 5 millisecond latency, which is, it wouldn't be ideal for gaming, but for a normal application, it's not a irritant in any way, shape, or form. But all that aside, so typically there's a lot of TCP traffic that's involved with this process, but the thing that I'm bringing to attention now is the fact that keystrokes are transmitted in plain text, which, is not good. Initially, I had noticed mouse coordinates being transmitted in plain text, but in attempting to reproduce and refine that, for whatever reason, maybe I deleted the capture. I don't know. Maybe it's the virtual mouse in the software that I had enabled. I don't think so. Regardless, I was unable to find the mouse coordinate displayed in plain text packets. But in trying to track that down, I ended up finding the fact that keystrokes were getting broadcast. So proof of concept that I have here, besides this is the messy way of, how a bad actor would utilize just network access to gain access to credentials or information that you don't want them having access to, or they shouldn't have access to. And the real problem is just how simple it is / would be. In this case, this is the messy way of doing it, using Notepad++ to basically to strip all of the undesirable content, but essentially you would be scripting this entire process. So as I said, it is me just going through and just eliminating all this useless content to make the basically dumped conversation or stream human readable. So I'm probably going to time lapse into the next portion because this is boring. Okay, so at this point, it's just replacing the space keystroke with space to make it readable. And we see me manually doing what wouldn't be hard to do. Essentially, as I said, just stripping all the non-essential information and making it human readable. So this is me typing TCP once the stream is running to filter TCP. Opening Notepad via Win key, and then in Notepad again typing test to see if keystrokes are broadcast in plain text over TCP, and all of that is displayed in plain text over the network. So you can imagine you're using this application, you log into www.yourbank.com and put in your username and password, then this is being shown. And things like that are easy because it's basically prefixed with chase.com, TD, Ameritrade.com, whatever. The important stuff would be fairly easy to locate amongst the wall of text that would be involved in typing more than just this sentence. But regardless, information like this being broadcast, it's just not a good practice having keystrokes broadcast over a network unencrypted. So that's basically what I wanted to share today. I plan to mess around with Meta Horizon workrooms and any other applications that are similar that I can find that do virtual displays, because as I said, I really like the capabilities, or not the capability, but the concept. Working with virtual displays is just basically like a fantasy realized for me. Eventually, whether it's with AR glasses, etc., I don't know, it's just cool. And functionally, it's very nice just to be able to resize screens and have massive screens and have them placed wherever you want on the fly. So that's it for this video. And yeah, see you again next time.